right, welcome to another spanking new edition of the program The Enterprise on PTV. My name is Anthony Omodu. On today's edition, we have the MD CEO of AHO Signature, Mrs. Joy Onyeke Ame, joining us on today's edition. Nice to have you join us.
Same here.
All right, first of all, I love the name AHO Signature. We'd like to know what inspired you for that name, and just take us through.
Okay, thank you for having me here.
Right.
AHO Signature is just a combination of my 3 children.
Okay.
The first one is my daughter, Avniel. The second one, is my second son, Haniel.
Wow.
And then the third one, which is Othniel.
Right.
And he's my first son.
All right, lovely. All right, let's begin. Let's ask you, what really inspired you to set up AHO Signature?
AHO Signature came as a passion because I love fashion.
All right.
And I've been into fashion for a long time. So for me, it was just passion that I have for fashion.
Okay. All right, sticking out, we know that setting up businesses in Nigeria could be pretty difficult. Could you tell us some of the challenges you did face setting up AHO Signature?
Setting up AHO Signature it wasn't very difficult.
All right.
Yes, of course, one, because I had passion for fashion, for it. So it wasn't really too difficult, but you know, just like every other businesses that you have, there's always lots of challenges that will come, you know, alongside with it. One,
okay,
tailoring itself, it's a very challenging job.
all right.
You meet a client and they'll tell you, just do this for me because, yeah, this is a simple gown. But I tell you, by the time you have to sit down from morning till night, making a dress, it's also part of the challenge. For a woman,
Okay.
I have children,
Right.
I have my husband to take care of, and then I have the business, I have my client to take care of.
Right.
You know, that's a part of the challenge that we go through
All right, looking at the cost implication of powering the generator set and all that, could you say those were part of the challenges and probably give us an idea the cost implication of running generators and all other things in order to push your business forward?
Okay. Power I would say, is a general problem
All right.
for even just normal household, because when power goes off and then you have to run your generator.
Yeah.
For me, I have a big gen outside and we use diesel for it. You know how much it costs to buy 25 liters of diesel, and then for some days, 2 days, we're out of power, and then you have to run gen because you need to meet up with your client demand. So for me, that is a very big challenge, very big one, yes.
Then looking at from the government point of view, would you say there are some policies that have favored your business or have not favored your business? For instance, at the point when the federal government did say they were going to ban the importation of certain materials, did that affect your business in any way?
Yes, of course, because we have our clientele base are different, because you meet a client today and they'll tell you the kind of fabric they want you to use on their clothes.
All right.
And so for that, it really affected us, because some will tell you, okay, this is a particular fabric I want you to use, and most of those fabric are imported.
Okay.
So in that case, you have to, sometimes I will have to order, yes. Sometimes I will have to order some fabric online and then get them.
Well, what are the cost implications? Like, how much was it then and now?
Of course, dollar has gone up. We all know that.
All right.
Thank God it's coming down now. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow.
All right.
We don't know how. Of course, it's up and down. So it's quite very pricey.
All right.
Yes.
Looking at the staff force, we know for a business to grow, you need very quality staff to
Yes.
get it right.
Yes.
How would you say you dealt with the challenge of having the right staff?
That's another thing to deal with.
All right.
I remember when I started, I had because right now I have about 6 tailors,
Wow.
working with me, and I have a manager. I have I would say supervisor.
All right.
Yes, already, and I remember when I started, and I started from my room.
Seriously?
Yes, I started from my room. And I had just one machine upstairs. I just do my stuff. And then the demand came, you know, when people see my designs, it came.
They were amazing.
Yes, it was amazing. And people wanted, I started having orders that I could, just myself cannot handle. Right. So I had to hire someone that would come part-time and do like few hours and then go back, because the person actually he works in the place. So I had to hire him for just few hours in the day or at night.
And what was the cost implication?
Of course, at that point, it was very high for me because I was just starting.
Okay.
I wanted somebody that I had to use professionals, if I would say that. Yes, I had to use very good people. Yes, and of course, because I was just starting, someone can come and tell me, okay, this is what I will take.
And like how much? We'd like to know.
Oh.
Yeah, people watching would like to know. Just give us a clue. You might not be very specific, but just give us a clue.
Okay. At that time, some tailors will come and they will tell me, okay, I will take for a skirt and top between 4,000 and 7,000. Okay. And some will come and tell me 10,000.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay.
So for someone that is just starting, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you might not get clients that can even pay that much. So.
But for you, what do you look out for in order to pick the right kind of staff to work with you?
Okay, what I look out for first is dedication.
All right.
Yes. You must be dedicated to your job, to what you do. You must love what you do, because it's very tedious, just as I said earlier. And so you must know what you're doing, and you must be God-fearing. Okay. Yes.
All right. You talked about your clientele a bit of different class.
Yes.
And demanding different types of fabrics. Can you tell us the kind of fabrics that seem to make your business grow better? Which of the fabrics do they usually ask for? Which is of the high demand? And tell us the kind of clientele you have. Do you have strictly government officials, or those in the entertainment industry, or just private citizens?
Okay, I have few from government official, and then I have a few too that are celebrities. Yes,
okay. And can we know them?
For now, I won't want to disclose that.
All right.
Okay, and then I have lots of my clients are just people, my friends, people, families, people I just meet on the road. Sometimes I could just do something very simple and just wear out, and the next thing, oh, I love your dress, and that's just it.
Okay.
Yes, for me.
For the government officials, how has it been? Do they pay a lot of money? Do they choose fabrics that are more Nigerian, or you have to actually import more of fabrics for them?
Right now it's a very trendy thing for Nigerians. We wear African prints, just like what I'm putting on right now. Yes, this is an African print. Yes, so, and it's very trendy right now. Very trendy.
Does it make it easier for you to make more money dealing with African prints, or when you import, which of them sells better and which is more convenient for you?
For making a fabric does not depend on where the fabric is coming from.
Okay.
Whether it is imported or like our own African print. I know that there are just few fabrics that are very difficult to make.
Okay.
Yes. That's just it, basically.
All right, we'd like to know what actually inspires you for the styles you make. I like the one behind me, the yellow one, lovely, and I see the one just behind you, really awesome. What drives your creativity? Okay,
for me, I get inspired when I see a fabric. So at every fabric, yes. Okay.
So the fabrics?
Yes, most of the time my clients will tell me, okay, what do you want to make? And I'll tell them, let me see your fabric.
Okay.
I'll tell them, let me see your fabric. When I see a fabric, I already have so many amazing designs up.
Okay.
And then I just look at the fabric and I tell myself, okay, you can do this with this fabric, you can do this with this one, you can turn this, you can, like this one.
Right.
This one here, I played with the pattern.
Okay.
we have the pattern here. These ones are all part of the fabric. Okay. But I brought them out.
Well, and what were you trying to achieve with this? What was your mindset when you were building this?
Yes, when I was building this, I was just looking at, I had this mindset of beautiful flowers. You know how you see roses, flowers. I just had that in mind. When I saw this and I'm like, ah, okay, this can work. And then I began to picture, you know, just seeing morning flowers. Okay. Yeah.
But we'd like to know specifically how long it takes you to make your clothes. And have you ever had issues with clients that you had to turn the clients down?
Yes. Yes. For some clients, you can't just please them.
Okay.
Yes.
That's impossible. Can you give us an instance?
For some clients, you can't just please them. Sometimes last week, there's a client who make a dress for.
Okay.
And normally, you come to fit your dress, and we see if there's any adjustment or alteration like that. So, and okay, she couldn't come because she was at work. She called me that I should send the clothes down. I did. I sent the clothes, and when she wore the dress, she wore it and she called me on the phone. I think you need to take in like half an inch on my bust area and on my hip area, and then it's very loose down. I said, okay, no problem. And we did the adjustment. Now, I wanted to see the dress on her. So I had to take it to her house. When she wore the dress, she wore it fits. She now told me, madam, I think I need you to loosen it. I don't like the way it's looking right now. And I told her, I said, but it fits. So she now said, no, I want you to take it out. I think it's too tight. I think it's this. So some clients are basically very hard to please.
Do you think it's the elite class of clients that are easier to please, or you think the individual or the entertainers which are more difficult to please?
For me, the ones I will ask you, can you do something for me? Can you do a dress for me? I trust your judgment. They are more easier to please because they believe in you, and probably you've done something for them before, and yes. So for such people, it's very easy for you to please them because, of course, if they don't believe in you, they won't call you for. Yes.
Then we would like to know, how long does it take you to make your dress?
It depends on what we do on the fabric.
Okay. On the average.
On the average.
Okay,
this one behind me. It took us 1 day. Yeah, a whole day. Yes, it took us a whole day to make, and I think the remaining, it was just some small minor.
Okay, when there are damages on clothes or fabrics, who bears the cost?
When there are damages on the fabric, I bear the cost. Yes, because I go all out to please my clients and to give them value for whatever they pay for. Yes, so when there's any damage, I'll let you know. I'll call you up on the phone, or I take the fabric to you. I'll tell you, okay, we have also damage on your fabric. What do we do? And most of the time, I sort everything out before even letting the client know about it.
Can you give us an idea of the cost implication of getting your materials, the equipment and the materials in doing your job? What it costs on the average?
On the average?
Yeah.
To
get the basic materials you always get from time to time.
Okay.
And is it more cost effective to actually get them on ground, or you buy as the request come?
No, you don't. Anyways, because we deal with colors.
Okay.
Yes, because we deal with colors. Some fabric, the materials, you have to buy similar color that will go with it. Like you have this one right now. There's something under.
All right.
Yes, underneath. The fabric. Yes, there's something underneath. There's another thing underneath, and then it has to be same color. So because we deal with colors, sometimes it has to be buying them as the color comes by. But we have some basic things that you already have them on ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You talked about dealing with professionals. So we'd like to know what's your professionals. Is it just those that make the clothes for you? Do you have a legal person who deals when you've got legal issues? What set of professionals do you deal with?
Okay, I have professionals from my tailors,
okay,
to my legal advisor,
okay,
yeah, to my accountant, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So
for the tailors, we'd like to know what countries do they come from? Because most times you hear Nigerians say the Senegalese, the Togolese, they do better clothes than Nigerians. Is that true?
Yes, yes. I have Nigerians, I have Benin Republic, I have Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Yes.
In your own assessment, to be fair, are they better than us? We'd like to know.
They are all specialists.
What's the difference between a Senegalese designer and a Nigerian designer? What makes the difference?
Well, for me, I can't really tell the difference. You know, Nigerians, we are equally doing very well right now. Okay. We are doing very well. We are doing very well, and we all have our strength. That's what I would say. Yes.
All right, but in terms of fabrics, which countries do you actually get the nicest fabrics?
I like African fabrics, so
that's
I won't be fair if I was going to answer that question. I love African fabric. Yes, I love our fabric.
Okay, then as an entrepreneur, can you tell us what you actually look out for? What the responsibility of an entrepreneur is in order to make a business grow?
Okay, fine. You must be strong. Yes. Okay. Yes, you must be strong, one. And then you should be able to stand, because there are a lot of things that will come as you're doing the business. There are a lot of things that will come, and you should be able to talk to yourself that sometimes it will come as if you're failing.
Okay.
Yes. So you should be able to tell yourself, okay, yes. Even if it's not business, whatever you do, sometimes, you know, the ups and downs will come. But all you need to do is, you know, be strong and be firm. Okay. Of course, you can fall. Rise and just, yes.
Okay, you have to rise. Falling, how do you deal with competition amongst other designers? How have you tried to protect your brand and your trade secret?
Okay, talking about other designers and falling, and competition.
Okay.
I would like to relate it in this form. Yes, for us that okay, I told you I just started last year in September,
and you've grown more than a year.
Yes, of course, I've grown more than in 1 year. Okay, I started with just one machine, and we have like 6. Yes, because I have 6 workers here, and I still have some come to, you know, maybe work in the night and go back. So I think I've grown. I'm not there yet.
But what's the secret? And just tell us.
The secret is just, the secret is just for me, I will just focus.
Okay.
Yes, focus.
And dealing with the competition.
Yes, because you see someone you see a designer that has been there for like 10 years.
Okay.
And you know, when you see the design, you're like, wow. And it can easily throw you off balance.
Okay.
But when you're focused,
being scared of how
you're going to face the competition.
Okay.
Am I going to sell? Will people like my design? You know, you need to just be focused. Know that yes, this is you. There's something peculiar about your own design. Just believe in yourself.
Okay, what's peculiar about our
whole signature? We have our signature. We have our signature look. I don't believe you have to have every ornament on your clothes before
it becomes beautiful.
Beautiful, yes. Okay. I believe style, it's just an expression of fashion. Is an expression of oneself. It is who you are, and so our whole signature represents simplicity, but yet very gorgeous.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just as we begin to wrap up, we'd like to know what kind of advice you give to those wanting to come into the same sector you're in.
It's a very good sector. It's interesting. Yes, I will say that, because I remember sometimes if I had to, if I'm bored, or if I feel like, if I'm down, I just pick maybe like my drawing pen and start, you know, do something. Or I'll just pick a fabric, just look at it and just tell myself, okay, you can do something with this fabric, and then I get over, you know, the mood. So it's a very interesting industry, very interesting. At the same time, it is tedious. It's very, you must be hardworking.
Okay, to
yes,
succeed.
To succeed, you must be hardworking to succeed.
And do you think, for one to get into that industry, it has to be just the fact that you love something, or you have to have some skill in it in order to, you know, delve into that industry?
You must have some skills in it.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you have to do any further training aside the passion you had for
it? Yes. I went to a proper fashion school. Proper fashion school.
Okay. Your assessment of Nigerian designers' fabrics in comparison with what you get in other African countries and in the world at large, what would be your comparison?
We are trying as a country. Nigerian designers, we are doing very well, very well, very well.
Why would you say that? Is it because you guys are making sales, or you're getting recognition?
No, but you see our designers outside there.
Okay.
Even runways.
The runways.
Abroad, okay. Yes.
And are you actually working with collaborating with other designers to move ahead? Are you having any?
Yes, we have something in the pipeline.
Okay.
We're planning to do a runway show here in Abuja.
All right.
Just a few of us.
Okay.
Yes.
Is a group of you?
Yes.
Doing it?
Yes.
When
yes.
is Nigeria expecting to see that?
Before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yes, before the end of the year, we'll do something.
All right, that's how we call it a wrap on today's edition of the program, The Enterprise. We've been talking with the MD CEO of Aho Signature, Mrs. Joy Ame. It's been lovely talking with her, and like you can see behind me, she's got lovely designs of clothes. Take time out, come visit, and you could be made more beautiful than you are if only you come here. That's how we call it a wrap on today's edition. My name remains Anthony Momodu, saying thank you for joining us. See you next week.